So you want to turn your website into a money-making machine, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with these 9 simple steps on how to optimize your website to get more sales from the customers who are already visiting your website. First things first, the thing that I'm talking about is something called conversion. It's how do we convert the number of people who are already visiting your existing asset to come in and make a purchase already. So similarly to how people would come into your store and then you would go greet them at the front door and make sure they're happy and hopefully they make a purchase. The same thing that happens with your website, except that your website works around the clock 24/7 to generate you as many sales as possible. So when I say conversion is about reducing the friction it takes for your customers to get what they want. And in a lot of cases, it's how do we get them to the shop page, right? But there's different things that we're going to do that I'm going to show you right now that you need to do even before those steps, because these are the things that's actually going to help you build a foundation of how you're going to get up generating more sales for your business. First things first. Does your website speak to your target avatar? So you might have heard the riches are in the niches or the niches, right? But that doesn't rhyme as well. But one thing that you really need to consider is who is your target audience? Do you have an older demographic? Do you have a younger demographic? Do you have mostly males? Do you have mostly females? Are you in an affluent area? Are you in a less affluent area? Because what's going to happen is that the things that you have on your website are going to resonate specifically with a certain type of audience that you have. And you may have a wide breadth of an audience where you service younger people, older people, different times of the day. That is fine. This website isn't going to be built to take people away from your website. It's going to be built so that the people who do visit your website never ever leave because they become stuck with the brand. So a common misconception about generating sales is, how do I just generate sales from as many different customers as possible? That's not actually the thing you want to optimize for. You want to ensure that you build a website so that your customers actually never ever end up leaving. So there's a reason why you're going to go back and shop at McDonald's eventually, right? It's because they've built a good enough brand for you to go back and purchase over and over again. Same thing with Coca-Cola or with Pepsi or whatever it is. They've built a brand, and brand is only built by emotionally polarizing people to something that they really like. So when you build out your website, keep it in mind. Do you want to have a unique brand voice? Because everyone says they have the best customer service, they have the best quality product, they have the best everything, right? But is there something that your specific niche, that your specific avatar really relates to? Is it something pop culture? Is it a movie? Is it some specific types of music? What are the things that's really going to get people to draw towards your brand? Like I said, you're doing these things so that you build people to your brand and you improve the types of people that end up purchasing from you. And it's not just how do you generate as many sales as possible. And again, you're not pushing people away. You're drawing people who are already purchasing from you a lot closer. Number 2 is using video to engage the audience. So a lot of times dispensaries would tell me, yeah, we have the best customer service, we're super friendly and we do all of these things, right? But nothing on the website shows it. I have to pull teeth out of retailers and say, hey, why should people purchase from you, right? So by having something as simple as a video, especially if you're a locally owned store, this is probably one of the highest converting things you can do. Just take your phone and say, hey, I'm John. I'm the actual founder here at the store, and I'm going to be the one that's helping you out with whatever you need to purchase. I'm going to make sure that you're going to have the best experience possible for whatever you come in and buy, right? And the reason why this is important is because it draws in that whole local boutique experience and it actually showcases it. You're not one of these big brand box stores that's trying to squeak out as much money from the customer as possible. You're the founder. You're going to help people from a community aspect. You're going to ensure that they get the best thing for the budget that they're looking for and the best product that they're looking for as well. Because how many businesses do you really get to interact with the founder? By having your face on the website, it's going to be a really great way that you can get people galvanized around the brand that you already have. Like I said, especially if you're locally owned. The third thing that you need to do is you need to leverage social proof. So when I say leverage social proof, all that means is using things like testimonials, case studies, awards, even lab tests to show that you are a legitimate business that somebody else gives you the stamp of approval for. The reason why I say somebody else is because on your own website, you can say, yeah, we're the best. We do all these different things. But By having other people speak for you, that's 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times more popular or more effective in telling your customers or telling prospective customers why they should end up purchasing with you. It's the same thing as if you were to go on Amazon and you were to go look at the reviews, because the reviews is the biggest differentiator for products. The other day, I went to go try and buy some blackout curtains, and the only thing that I looked at was the reviews. I was like, okay, this one has better reviews than this one, so then I just went ahead and purchased that one as well. So social proof is very important. You're getting them on Google Maps anyway, so why don't you go ahead and put those same reviews onto your website. The fourth thing is that you need to get the basics in order. You might have heard me mention before about reducing friction. So many times people are trying to find the contact of your website, whether it's your phone number, whether it's your address, whether it's your hours, whatever it is. By having your phone number on the top of your website header and a clear CTA stands for call to action, it prompts your visitors to take an action on your website. Typically, this would be a verb, so view, menu, order online, shop now. All of these different things are going to prompt your visitors to take an action on the website. So you need to make sure that you have the information clearly up front. Don't get so complex with this. Don't go put numbers in the phone number and anything like that. Just make sure you have your phone number easily visible, hyperlinked as well, so that when I'm on mobile and I click it, it automatically goes to the dialer so that I can call you, so I don't have to copy and paste the number. And then make sure you include all of that stuff there as well. 5, you need to ensure that you entice your customers to buy. So in a world where there's a lot of budget shoppers and everyone's looking for deals, right? What you need to do is incentivize your customers and keep coming back in for the first time. And the way you do that is by incentivizing deals, whether it's free delivery, discounts on products, free merch, whatever it is. And obviously compliance in your area is definitely the most important thing. You need to make sure that you have a way to get customers through the door, because what happens is that you're going to try and get in as many customers through the door, right? And then on the back end, you're going to make sure you provide such a good service that they never end up leaving. And that's where the brand messaging comes in. So if you have a brand that people resonate with, that's where people are going to come in and want to continue buying from you. It's worth the upfront hassle of losing a little bit of money on the front end if you provide a discount, but you get to keep the customer for a long run. Amazon used to do this a little while ago. They used to sell toilet paper for really cheap. This was pre-COVID, but you go in there, you buy some household products like toilet paper, you're going to go and buy some of the other products as well. So what you need to do is you need to utilize deals. Don't just have your products on the website. Just say, hey, if you're a first-time purchaser, come in and buy, and you get a 25% discount off of whatever it is, or you get free delivery. You need to incentivize your customers to jump from one company that they're going with to then go with you, and then you wow them with the back-end experience of how good you are. 6, oh man, this is one of the craziest ones, is make sure your website's optimized for mobile. So go on your website on your phone and see if the loading time is fast, see if you can access the menu, see if you can find the contact form, see if you could go and shop, do all of these things on your website. And ideally you will give your website on your phone to somebody that is like super old or like just the least tech savvy person you know, and say, hey, here's my website, just pretend, try and purchase something on there, and then you can see how they go ahead and purchase. Because most of the traffic you're going to get is actually going to come from mobile. Mobile is so much better than desktop in terms of optimizing, because that's where most of the people are searching are from. And a lot of times we try and overcomplicate our websites by putting a bunch of paragraphs and big blocks of text and massive images. Where on mobile, it's at a different orientation and it's a lot smaller. So you need to keep the website simple, and you need to make sure that it is built in a way that drives people towards making a purchase, whether that is having hours, whether that's having a phone number on your website, whether that's having a clear call to action that drives people to your shop page. You need to make sure that your phone is mobile optimized, especially based on speed, so that you can ensure that people continue purchasing from you. 7, you need to make sure you also have a live chat on your website. So gone are the days where people would fill out a contact form, or people would go on your website and click the email, write a subject line, make sure it's going to the right person, write hello, to whom it may concern email. Gone are the days, nobody does that anymore. When's the last time you received a message from your email on your website or from your contact form? The new thing to do is making sure you have a live chat on your website. So the reason why I would recommend you having a live chat is because you're going to increase your customer conversation. And when you increase customer conversations, you're going to increase your sales. So just like how you're watching this video, you're interacting with my profile a little bit. Maybe you'll work together, maybe not. It's completely fine. You can watch my videos to the end of time. I'll continue making them for you. But the fact that you're watching my videos, the percentage chance that we're going to work together is a lot higher than somebody else down the street. So same thing with you. If somebody is typing in on their phone, hey, dispensary, are you open these hours? And then you can reply right away. It goes into that buying experience and it helps you convert more customers a lot better. Because what happens is that when you have these customer conversations, they're going to come in and they're more likely to buy from you than from somebody else because they were able to receive the customer service that they weren't able to get from another store because they didn't want to fill out a contact form and they didn't want to call you. And again, sure, you might say, hey, just call us, but it's not what you want, it's what the customers want. And if you can give the customer a better way to communicate with you, then all the better. 8. This also is very important. I know I say all of these are very important, but 8 has to do with site speed. So I can keep this short because you know exactly how I feel. It's like when you go on a website and essentially you go on the website and you see that little loading bar and it's like, oh, what is going on? Like, why is this website taking so long? And then you leave. Same thing will happen to your exact website. You need to make sure you go optimize your website for speed. If you go online and you type in Google Page Speed Insights, what will happen is it'll take you where you can put your website into the URL, and that tool will tell you how fast your website is, and then you can go ahead and optimize your website there. And then 9, the last thing is creating individual location pages. So this is a little bonus for people that have multiple pages, right? If you have 2 locations, 3 locations, or just more than one, you need to create separate location pages on your website. Not only does this help for SEO, but it helps for optimization because people who are locating your business in one city, they really don't care about the other city, right? They don't care about the deals in the other city. They don't care about the promotions in the other city. They only care about their own city. So when you can create a specific landing page, a specific website page that is dedicated towards the people you're trying to service in that specific location, you're speaking to them a little bit better. The best dispensary in, insert city, right? Insert their city. This is a city that they're familiar with. This is a city that they want to purchase with. All of these things put together will allow you to build a better brand for each of the cities that you're trying to rank for. Not to mention, it'll also help with SEO as well. So to quickly summarize the 9 different ways you can increase conversions on your website to help you generate more sales for your dispensary is 1, you need to make sure you speak to your target client avatar. You need to have a specific niche and a specific brand voice. 2, you need to use video to engage the audience, especially if you're a mom and pop shop and you're the founder and you're the one that can record the video. Those are super, super powerful videos. 3, you need to leverage social proof like Google reviews, testimonials, case studies, lab results, any of those things. 4, you need to make sure you get the basics in order. So make sure you have your phone number on the website, make sure you have your call to actions on your website, make sure you have the directions and the hours on your website as well. All of these basic things that we tend to gloss over, you definitely need to make sure you have those on the website too. 5, you need to make sure you have special deals, whether it's discounts, whether it's freebies, whether it's consultations, whether it's a rosin press, whatever it is, you need to find a way to grab a customer to make them want to purchase from you instead of just saying, hey, I have this magical product, this is what's going to work. 6, you need to make sure you have a mobile optimized website so that people who visit your website can also use their phone to purchase from you. 7, you need to leverage live chat because live chat is the new way that people are going to communicate. 8, mobile site speed matters. So you need to make sure that the site speed, not just mobile site speed, but desktop site speed is something that you take into consideration. And then 9, you need to make sure you create individual location pages so that you can go ahead and optimize for each of the different cities that you're trying to rank for. So I know that was a lot, but if you would like to go into a little bit more detail about these things and specific to your situation as well, feel free to click the links in the description below or go to cannabudmarketing.com/schedule, and I'll go ahead and help you with the free consultation right there. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.